Hi everyone, my name is Anne, and thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I'm a doctor from Denmark. At this moment, I am preparing for my PhD while I am working in the clinic. I'm working at the Department of Children and Adolescent Psychiatry on my way to become a pediatrician. The last 4 years, I have been doing research with Professor Henrik Christensen concerning ketotic hypoglycemia. At last year's conference, I was talking about our article concerning GSD9A and ketotic hypoglycemia, and we established a new phenotype of GSD9A, and we called it KH-only GSD9A. And today, I would like to share a little bit about my PhD. In collaboration with the patient organization and some of the great doctors attending this conference, we want to illuminate some new aspects about ketotic hypoglycemia. We have chosen some research questions which could be relevant both for the families and children, but also a great source of information in the clinic. The purpose of this PhD is threefold, and we aim to estimate the incidence and prevalence of both pathological and physiological KH. We also want to define and divide KH into different subtypes. And we want to develop an international consensus protocol to diagnose and home monitor the pathological KH, and to apply this protocol to new patients to see the performance of the protocol. To estimate the incidence and prevalence of ketotic hypoglycemia, we have the opportunity in Scandinavian countries to access a unique national citizen registry, which allowed us for the identification of all births, but also on all hospitalized patients, and we can calculate the incidence and prevalence using this unique opportunity. We are going to make an international multi-center study, and we will, as a pilot study, collect retrospective data on the investigation programs about genotypes and phenotype of the children with KH. And the KH subtypes will be defined according to the data and according to the definition of the physiological and pathological KH. Furthermore, to establish the severity and frequency of KH into the different subgroups, a home monitor protocol with glycometer, ketone meter, and a CGM is applied for at least a 3 to 4 weeks period. In order to develop an international consensus protocol to diagnose and home monitor pathological KH, we are doing an extension of the subtype study, and we want to use the retrospective captured data to learn about what biochemical samples, tests, genetic tests, etc. that are done in the children, and which one that were the most relevant, and maybe what is missing in the more classic investigation program. Using this knowledge, the next phase is to develop a prospective diagnostic protocol to diagnose pathological KH and apply this protocol in new patients with the KH to see if we can establish a more regular investigation program, maybe even in the world. So we want my PhD to be an international study because we want to learn from each other, but also because we want to have data enough and make the results significant. And to do that, we need to help each other because it's a rare disease. And we also want to use all the knowledge I see joined here in this organization. My PhD is a 3-year study, and we are researching ketotic hypoglycemia. We have the funding for 1 year, but we need further funding for the last 2 years. This is a joint PhD with the doctors and the families in the patient organization, and we want to involve you for ideas or funding opportunities please contact the patient organization. Thank you.